I'm fine.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here up in Sunderland. It's the homecoming, it's the return. Josh Kelly, I bet that feels good to hear that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels good. It's a return. I like it.
When was the last time you fought in Sunderland?
No, well, officially in Sunderland. I mean, the ABA finals were in 2012, I think, 2013, but it might be in 2012 in Horton, which is more Durham. So in Sunderland, it doesn't mean it's been a kid, really.
Is that one of your ambitions? You mentioned it up there, to be a little bit of a pioneer in the North East and to bring the sport up with you to make it easier for these young fighters coming through, kind of giving them more opportunities where you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's as I said, it's hard to get out the North East. You haven't, for one, we haven't got the. A lot of people don't understand us. Sometimes we need subtitles. So I mean, getting out the North East and doing something special is great. So I'm trying to put myself on the. Put myself there and be able to bring the roster up with the young talent and start to get a real base up here where it's like, have you been to them nights up in Sunderland? They're unbelievable. So yeah.
Around about 10 days ago, I think it announced that there was a change of an opponent. During that time, did you ever think that you might not be fighting on the 16th? Speaking to Callum Adam, everything happened relatively fast. Just shows the faith you got in your team.
Yeah, everything happened quite fast. It was nice, but here we go. It was nice, but I mean, obviously when the opponent pulls out, you think to yourself, there might be a chance for it not to happen. I can never. You would never be able to move like me when I feel like they move fast, they moved efficiently, and they got the right opponent in who's going to be there to try and test us, and I feel like it's great. It's a great choice.
Did you watch Ramirez's last performance? It was all very strange what happened in the ring. Hopefully there won't be a repeat of that on Saturday night.
No, I don't think so. I mean, best not in Sunderland. It could get a bit rowdy if anything happens like that, so you best be careful.
Have you watched much of him, like actual the boxing? We can all laugh about that. And how much of a threat is he to you?
Yeah, I mean, anyone with that amount of knockouts on the record is a threat to anyone. Anyone can punch in little gloves, so just bring him on. It's not like I've never boxed punches before. I mean, when I boxed Troy, he had 19 wins and 14 knockouts, so it was a big, heavy ratio of stoppages. So I mean, I'm not looking to get hit. So
talk about knockout power up there. Adam mentioned it up there. He mentioned it to me that his hands are quite sore lately, and you're developing a real power to your punch. Why is that?
I was just belief and intent before. I've been. You see, if you've got to really go back to amateur boxing, you think amateurs is about a punch-scoring system and different things. To get out of that and start really trying to punch hard as a pro, it's hard because you've got to develop a certain style and a certain way. You sit on your punches, different things, but the intent in what I'm putting behind them now, and I think it's due to me moving up to 154, me doing a lot more work on myself mentally, spiritually, everything. I feel like I'm just connected, bro, and these hands are, people are starting to be hurt on a regular basis, so it's going to be exciting. I'm not looking for it, but it's just happening.
I feel like you are in your prime now and you've matured as that fighter.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of years ago, I watched myself against Ray Robinson in Madison Square Gardens, and I looked and says, what a baby I look like there. I look like a total different version of myself now. I didn't get hairs under my armpits till I was 17. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a late maturer. I was at school thinking fucking that got like here dodgy. He went to school, was all through school. He had hairs on his chest and that in the change rooms, and I was like still a kid. So I'm only just coming into my prime now. I'm a young 29, no miles on the clock, and there's going to be many years left in boxing for me.
Big fights were mentioned for next year after coming through Ramirez on Saturday night. World title, domestic dust-ups, what do you want first?
Everything, bring it all on, bro. I'm fucking ready.
You said about people need to stop talking and stop talking shit and just get on with it. Is that your new style? Is that the way you want to be known? Just to less talking, just we'll do it all in the ring.
Well, if you look at the fights, what I've took, I've took the fights no one really wanted to take at the time, and I took Troy, no one really wanted to fight him, and I said, it got offered. I went, yes, 100%. And I can beat him. When I'm on my night, I beat anyone. I beat anyone. Truly believe it. And we're not just chatting shit about different stories in the gym and that. This thing, like, I've been on fire where people went, getting out. But like I said before, who might have blown me on trumpet? Fucking hell. I mean, someone has to, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Willing to move up to 160 to fight Chris Eubank Jr.?
Yeah, I'll be a beast at 160. Yeah, listen, I'm not a small 154 at all. I was a giant welterweight, so to get a 160 would be nice.
Around about 3-4 years ago, I think it was kind of portrayed, this narrative that Conor Benn was 1 or 2 fights away from you. It's all kind of become full circle now, and this fight could theoretically happen. Is that something that really gets you going?
It all comes in circles, doesn't it? Of course it does. Of course it does. I love them big fights and things, fights you can get your teeth into, something you can get it like a Troy fight, for instance. That was massive internally in the northeast, and you see the way I perform. When it comes on top, I start performing. Obviously, you've got that one blur on my record, but that was more myself internally, and everything else has been took care of. And you're seeing from now on, after this is my third 12 rounder now, so fourth actually. So yeah, so I'm a seasoned fighter.
Last one, you mentioned about the one kind of blip on your record and the Troy Williamson fight. Do you think that was the turning point where you changed and it kind of clicked for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it in the gym for years, but the fact that he come and brought that pressure for 12 rounds and it was non-stop and it was a big, rowdy, lively crowd, it just showed what I can do when I'm on form. And that was only maybe 60%.
100 on Saturday. 100 on Saturday.
60% wearing my KFC jacket.
60% for Chris Eubank Jr.
Oh man, 40%.
You're hearing this, Calla. He only needs 40% for Chris Eubank Jr.
40%. Oi, see? Oi, the man's got me back. Come on, bro.
I think you probably don't want to be in that position.
No, you don't. I've stuck him in a sticky one there.
Yeah, well, we both have after that. Josh, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. Best of luck for Saturday night. Cheers, mate.
I'm fine.